Okay, so my first check-in for the week. It's Saturday. I have not read anything super big of note. I started the new Rainbow Grey. This is Rainbow Grey and Battle for the Skies, and this started off quick, fast, and in a hurry. Rainbow Grey is about a little girl named Ray Gray, who is a weatherling. She lives up in the skies with the other weatherlings, and they all have a unique power to control some aspect of the weather. So some control snowy weather, some control rain, and Ray Gray was born without any weather powers. And this is about her learning where her real power lies, and the friends and the family she finds and makes along the way. And this is the third book in the series. It just came out. Highly recommend these. They're very, very fun. I heard about them on Gavin's channel at How to Train Your Gavin, and he actually has a character named after him in I think the second book or the first book, which is super cool. That is it. Besides, I forgot, hold on. I did finished the Star Wars Obi-Wan collection. This is volumes 1 through 5, issues 1 through 5, bound up in one volume. This was really good. It was very introspective, like these tend to be, these character sort of studies, and this takes place, all 5 volumes, over the span of one sandstorm, and Obi-Wan is writing in his journals about his life and thoughts he's had about like a Jedi's purpose, especially in the context of war, because Jedis were not meant to be warriors in that way, like generals like they were in the Clone Wars, and how their purpose changed over time. It was really interesting. It was really sad in parts. One thread through was how he fought with a man on one planet, and over time, war and the fighting and death and the toils of war, all of that eventually cost the man his sanity, and it was just interesting, introspective little piece on Obi-Wan. These, I think, were all written by one guy. I think it was by, yes, Christopher Cantwell, and there was 4 different artists, and I think the penciler for all of them was all the same. No, 5 different artists, I'm sorry, they're all here. And all of the artwork in this was absolutely stunning. The issue with Qui-Gon Jinn, the artwork in that blew my mind. It looked like it came straight out of the movies. Let me see if I can find a good page here. Especially this panel. Just beautiful. I really enjoyed this. So that is it for my first check-in. Oh, one more thing. Last week I forgot to mention that I did finish Worth It by Lady Marie, I think is her name. Really fun, just a rom-com sort of book about 2 friends who, if I can remember correctly, it's a fake dating scheme. She goes on a date with this guy. They hit it off, but she decides she's focused on her career. She doesn't want to date, so they just agree to, let it go. They stay friendly. And then she makes the mistake of telling her family that they are dating just to get them off her back, and ends up having to bring him to all of the wedding shenanigans that are going on for her mom. And it's a fake dating scheme. It was very fun, just a rom-com type of read. So one I would recommend if you want something light and fun like that. But that is it for this check-in. I am trying to speak quietly. My daughter is sleeping up above. And I will talk to you guys again soon in the next one. Could be your sunshine. We're up in the air, but I'm down for the ride. I could be your sunshine. Yeah. Every time you get in line, baby, give me a raise. Give me a raise. Good afternoon. It is Monday, and I am going to settle in and get some reading done. I got a early workout in with my toddler, which was very fun, and took a shower, and I am in some comfy clothes, and I'm ready to sit down, do some work, and maybe get some reading done today. It's been an insane weekend. I have got nothing done. I did manage to finish Hen Fever by Olivia Waite, which I absolutely loved. It is just a short sapphic novella. The main character is chasing down a runaway rooster when she finds a flock of chickens that were native to her home village, and they thought the breed had died out after a storm and they had gotten away, and maybe predators had gotten them, but she finds them in the ruins on this estate's land. While she's there, another woman who's currently living at that estate shows up, and it's their relationship while they come together over chickens. It talks about a lot more than that, though. There's a lot of survivor guilt and PTSD and trauma from I believe this was World War One, World War Two, World War One, I think. Maybe. No, it wasn't. I'm so sorry. This is a Victorian romance, so this is going to be the Crimean War. That was it, because I was like, oh yeah, I read a book about that. The Crimean War. This was amazing. I definitely recommend if you like Olivia Waite or you like Victorian romances and you want more sapphic. This is very good. It's very short, so it's super quick. I also read a couple of manga. I finished A Jedi's Purpose, which was good. I think I talked about that as well. And I finished Rainbow Grey, which is a HarperCollins title. They have tentatively reached an agreement. I'm not going to go into it too much, but I did love it. I gave it 5 stars. If you liked the other Rainbow Grey titles, definitely finish out with this one. I don't know if this is the end of the series or if she's going to have another book. It is set up in a way where there might be another book. I'm hoping there is. So that was fantastic. But for now, my reading plans for the day, I'm, like I said, gonna work on break. I've got a few things to work on in this afternoon, so I want to start The Bad Guys. I picked this bind up at Walmart pretty cheap, so I want to start this and read it. It's got drink on it. I want to get started on this. These are little middle grade stories, so it should be a quick read. I know it's super popular right now, and this has the first 3, so I want to give this a read because it looks really fun. I also have, how did all of these get wet? I also have How to Sell a Haunted House by Grady Hendrix. Now look, I have said before on various places and to various people, I will not read another Grady Hendrix. I have tried every Grady Hendrix. I have only liked 1, and 2 of them made me actively angry. He's not an author for me, I don't think. But this is a haunted house story, and there's creepy dolls. I love both of those things. So I'm going to try it from the library. I know for a fact one of the librarians has this on hold, so I have to try to read this. I'm going to try it today. I'll know quick if this is the Grady Hendrix that I can't stand, and I will report back on that. And then my comic for the day is going to be Garlic and the Vampire, which looks absolutely, look at that little garlic girl person. I can't wait. It looks so cute. I know it's very popular right now, so I was very excited to read it. I also want to get it back to the library since it is so popular, and I don't want to keep it out if a kid's trying to read it. So that's the reading plans. I also am reading the second book in R.M. Virtue's Olympian series. I don't remember the name. I just started it last night before bed. I put it on the screen. Very excited. I love R.M. Virtues. If you don't love Katie Roberts' Olympus series, this is probably, I think this is the better of the 2. They're very similar in premise, but this one is just better. I like it better. Some Katie Roberts I have enjoyed, but this is better than her Olympus series, just in my opinion. So reading that. I also did start Babel, but it got sidetracked because I'm trying to catch up on my buddy read on Lord of the Rings, which I need to read about 50 pages of today. So a lot on the reading plate. Fingers crossed I'll be able to get to it. I read a lot of manga this weekend because my brain was just so fried. There was so much going on. It was easy. It was quick. It was on the app on my phone. So that'll go in another clip. But it's time to get to it, get some work done, and get some reading done, hopefully. So let's go. All right, a quick update. It's now like 2 hours later. In classic I can't focus fashion, I got a few things done, but I did manage to read Garlic and the Vampire. This was so cute. This is the story of Garlic, who is one of the veggie folk that which Agnes has in her garden, helping her garden. They're their own little beings. I get the feeling she created them with the purpose of helping her in the garden, but they've kind of become their own people, so they're, just little people that live with her now. And they notice that a vampire has moved into the abandoned castle on the hill. And Celery, who is a real piece of poo vegetable, nominates Garlic to go meet the vampire and banish the vampire or welcome the vampire. They think the vampire is just going to eat Garlic, and Celery runs off and leaves them. So Garlic has to meet the vampire, and it's about unexpected new friends and just anxiety and being afraid, but then being brave. And this was just so delightful. This is very wholesome, very cozy. I absolutely love this. So big recommendation if you like middle grade graphic novels or just cozy fantasy stuff. This is a great one. I also, let's turn and turn, finished the first Bad Guys in this bind up, and I laughed my way through the whole thing. It's so funny. Again, I have the toddler of a 10-year-old boy, or I have the humor of a 10-year-old boy. Can't talk. I have the humor of a 10-year-old boy. So, if you don't have that sense of humor, you're probably not going to laugh as much as me. A lot of fart jokes, a lot of, good guy, but we're not going to eat things jokes. And the whole idea is that the wolf down here in this corner, he wants to be a good guy. He doesn't want to be a bad guy anymore. So he bands together these 3 other bad guys, the shark right here, the snake, and the piranha on the other side above the wolf. He says, we're going to be good guys now. And they're like, okay, can I eat things? And he's like, no, we can't eat people. And it's them in this first episode. They do a good deed. They try. And then they decide, well, they did the good deed, so now they get to go break all the dogs out of the pound. Fantastic. Holy crap. I can't wait to pick up the next 2. I'm going to save them, though. I can see myself binging this. But I'm going to wait. I'm going to save the next one for tomorrow, and then the last one for Thursday. Especially just to spread it out, just so I have a little burst of joy each day, because this was so funny. So I did get some things read. I am going to try to start the first chapter of How to Sell a Haunted House over there, but my husband and daughter should be home in the next 40 minutes. So I will report back a little later, probably tomorrow or tonight, depending on how to Sell a Haunted House goes. But that's it. Bye. Okay. So, final update time for the week. You will excuse me if I'm a little low energy. I have got the most intense sinus pressure going on. I don't know what's going on. It's terrible. But I have finished How to Sell a Haunted House by Grady Hendrix. And yes, I ended up liking this one a lot. I think 4 stars, maybe. So this is, like I said before, the story of Louise, whose parents die abruptly, and she has to go back to Florida to help arrange their wedding, take care of their home, that sort of thing. And her family was a little weird. She wouldn't say that, but everyone else would say that. Her mother made and did Christmas, not Christmas, but the church puppets shows. Very strange folk. And when she gets there and begins to go through the house with her brother, who's a bit of a oddball, things get spooky. So think creepy dolls, think very creepy puppets, and a lot of repressed family trauma, which I think is a lot of what Grady was trying to talk about in this one, was families that don't talk about things, they just shove things under the rug, and how that repressed trauma can build up, and generational trauma come down and affect those below, ultimately affecting even Louise's daughter, Poppy. So this was really, really fun. I actually really liked it. Again, I don't normally like Grady Hendrix. So if you're not really a Grady Hendrix fan, but you do like creepy dolls and creepy puppets, that sort of thing, this might be one to pick up. I'll say the first like 100 pages or so, look at that, page 100 on the dot. Louise and her brother, I can't remember his name now, crap, Mark, kind of pains in the asses. They, not nice people. I didn't care for them, but once you kind of learn a bit more about them and what makes them tick, they're a little bit more tolerable. So there's that. I also did read The Last Bad Guys, or in this bind up, volume 3, which ends on a zombie kitten cliffhanger. So I will be returning to this series as soon as I can. Still funny, still hilarious. I still love this if you've got a very young reader. It's very, mostly pictures, not a whole lot of words to a page. These are great. I would recommend these. There's like 17. So it's worth trying on the chance that they'll fall in love and it'll be a series they want to continue. And I also did finish the 11th volume of Ancient Magus Bride. Again, I won't talk about this one. That will be in a separate video at the end of the month with all of the manga that I've read in the month. So that is it for the past like day or two. It's Thursday morning now. There are cats like all around me. We have 2, but it feels like there's 4 when they're like this. What I am currently, reading is I am to about here in Lord of the Rings. So I'm making much better progress now that I'm on the Kindle version, which is clearly the way to go for me. I did get the Battle of Jedha yesterday, so I will be picking this up today. This is in script format because this was an Audible original, so this will be a very quick and easy read. This, I believe, ties in with the comic series that's currently ongoing, and also deals a lot with the 2 planets, Aram and Arana. They come to Jedha to try and figure out their troubles, but at the same time, the Path of the Open Hand, which was from... I'll put the picture up. I can't remember the name of the book, but it's the one with Mother and them that ended in the way I didn't expect. They are there as well, so I believe things are going to pop off. So we'll see what happens. And I got from Tachyon Publishing, because they're awesome, the advanced reader copy of Fly and Anchor, which is a Firebreak story. And I have not read Firebreak, but I do have it out from the library, and this is coming out in June. So I will have review everywhere. I put reviews, which is everywhere, up for this. Closer to release date. I'm very excited to get to this. I don't know anything about it. I just spoke with the publicist and she was wondering if I was interested, and I am. So I'm going to read through these 2 books. I'll probably maybe do like a dedicated video for both of them. This is by Nicole Kroner Stace. So look forward to that. That is it for this last update for this vlog. I am going to change and go paint the ceiling in the library and then maybe lay down. So I will talk to you again in the next video. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and let me know what you guys think. If you've read anything that I covered this week, how's your week going? Please tell me it's better than mine. And I'll see you soon. Bye.